Additional notes um, to the job search category of it. IWC, we had one on one of these that I found for a managerial position. I stopped down in there today as well. Filled out an application again for that one. Just stopped in. I knew I wasn't going to chance to talk anybody, but those kinds of guys. It's one of those things. If you can do it in person, do it in person. I mean, the phone call at best is going to lead you to wind up coming in and doing the same thing anyways. Maybe you might do so a little bit better with it, but it is what it is. Um, Hit or miss, honestly, at best. That's, obviously I would have the skills, for it. Certainly be nice, but I doubt they're going to give it to me. It's not like we exactly left on great terms, and that's the scenario for a lot of places around here. And that certainly doesn't help when you got to put that shit on an application. Certainly doesn't help when you do that, but hey, it is what it is. Would I've changed it? Fuck no. I certainly ain't gonna say it from here neither. It is what I left for the reasons I left, and that's why I fucking left. But it is what it is. Fucking, the universe is indifferent. It don't care. And I wouldn't tell anybody to do it no differently. You thought you had a good reason to do it, you probably did. At the end of the day, it was going to eat you alive anyway, so psychologically or physically, it don't fucking matter, it'll get you. This is survival, it's what it is. Just a kick in the balls. It's time to snap, post, chat, and sew. It's time to let go. Thought a lot about what you said. About not being treated like a little kid anymore. Staying up later. Being more adventurous. You just have one thing to say about that. It's about time. It's about. And you got to start all over. That's a bitch. The gas is fine. It is what it is. When you got to travel, you can, even at $8 an hour, you can make it work. But it starts to be a problem with that distance when it's not your vehicle and you gotta have to buy your own vehicle at some point in time. It is what it is for the first couple of weeks, but you just fucking zero it out. But it's either that or jail. And at the end of the day, honestly, it's not that I, don't take this the wrong way. I could give a fuck less at this point. But hear me out. It's one of those. You take the numbers in A and you take the numbers in B. It's like, well, fuck it. Just hear me out. Obviously, there are better options on what it is, but if I had a great date on it or something like that, I'd play the game as best I could. But what it'd be is like, hey, this is your last day to do it. I'm gonna fucking go get a bag that day, because I'll be damned if I fucking go back to Delhi because I couldn't find fucking work. I'd rather go because I made a choice and was like, fuck it, I want to go high. That's why I did it. Save the option. I'm sorry, lady. It's just with all the budget cuts and all. We'll give you some time to clean out your desk. Follow me, Mr. O'Connell. I'll show you to the coffee room. For fucking weed. Goddamn joke. This is CNN. Breaking news at the time. Fucking danced on top of gantry saws, been fucking balls deep in CNCs, high as a fucking bird. Hundreds of men who have lost their jobs to time immigrants are here having sex with one another. These men have apparently sucked and screwed their way across the state and are now here at the time border trying to get national attention. These unemployed men have been having sex for several days. Joining me now is their spokesperson, Randy Marks. Ridiculous. Mr. Marks, what exactly are you trying to accomplish? And what are you going to say? Well, if you don't give me this job, I'm going to get arrested. Well, that sounds like a you problem, and I wouldn't expect anything less. It ain't your fucking problem to deal with it. I don't need to tell you my fucking sob story about it. You just need to give me a job for my skills, my criteria. Man, you can give me $8 an hour and a goddamn shovel and I'll make you money. I don't care if it's cleaning up your shop all damn day. I'm that efficient. But usually that conversation doesn't lead real well to Well, obviously you're in charge, you know.
I think it's wrong to call them crew bags because they're no different from us. They're just humans trying to make their lives better. Look, it sucks that the immigrants' time is so crappy. But the cold hard truth is that if we let them all come back to our time, then it's just going to make our time crappy too.
But, you know, at least I would have had
Stop the future from happening, but making the future better.
probably a few grand at least to buy a vehicle for my weed crop from what it was. At least I would have had, you know, some money to pay parents some rent and shit like that. That's too difficult of a standard, I guess. This is bullshit. The end to spend probably, let's see, I already put 2 months in, 3 years probation, maybe at maximum it could be 3 years, fuck it, who knows, but from what I hear, it's half time after that aspect, so a year and a half, plus 2 months, because we'll say what we already added, or maybe they'll consider that on it, I don't know, probably not. So that's 12, 18, 19, 20 months, 20 months plus like 6 months good time. That puts me down to like 14 months. Great. Fucking great.
Dude, wait, hold on, wait a second. This is really gay. Yeah, this is even gayer than all the men getting in a big pile and having sex with each other. Okay, sorry, my bad. Everyone back in the pile.
Keep your mouth shut, keep your head down, you grind. There is no perfect balance. There is no perfect balance to word it out to what you gotta do. It's either you figure it out for where you're standing or you don't. It's just the way it is. Or you never were going to. I mean,
I might be water trash, but I'm also a water human.
it's fucking stupid.
Happy Sports Whistle!
It's like I said, tomorrow will be one of those days I go out and fucking hammer it down again. I mean, resources really aren't great. Vehicle's not all that awesome. I mean, it's reliable, but I mean, you got to travel that kind of distance. It really doesn't stay reliable for too long.
This turned out amazing.
You know,
You're a genius,
just
girl.
ram around to distances and A, B's and C's and D's and E's on the calculation that don't make general relativity consistent enough to. It's fucking ridiculous.
What the hell is this? What do you mean? It's a coffee pot. Is that not coffee? Is it not coffee? Actually, they're supposed to be.
Oh, my computer skills suck. You know, in terms of what my generation is and where I'm positioned in it, I'm basically going to go extinct at some point in time. You know, unless you're gonna just lump me up there with everything else with the situation. Which, again, you do that, it's just survival of the fittest and luck. A little bit of Darwinism, you know. So all that really works out to be at the end of the fucking day. Where you're located, what's your waterfall, your mountain, your ocean line. Everything else really don't make a damn bit of difference. Everything's either automated or processed out, fucking all worked out, and anybody can jump into that thing. Or you got such developed skills into a situation that you can cover 10 guys, you know, and then only do it for one. Figure it out so you're ahead of the game by that standard. You know, it's just stupid. Yeah, I can get 8 hours of sleep, but it's really only going to be like 4, maybe 3. I'm lucky.
Is it racist? If it's hot, that's the question. What if we had some hip youngsters in here, you know? Like talk about viral videos, like fashion trends, and totally be kept up with the Kardashians, which, I mean, it's
Haven't even been out on a date in like 8 years. It's ridiculous. Fuck no. Have to handle that real quick. What a workforce or whatever the fuck it is there. Comedy Central. Dumbest show ever. Like, research, you're smart, you don't really fit in. If you don't have anywhere to fit in because you're the minority, and again, everybody's trying to get that slot. And if you're just not regionally set up for it, on one side you got a lot of opportunity, right? You can go out, save up a little bit, do a couple years on your thing, and maybe try to get ahead and back into the normal situation, which there ain't no real great guarantee. You know, you're gonna have to buy lunch, you're gonna have to fucking get your own vehicle, you're gonna have to fucking eventually even move, because that's what the wind up stipulations of the fucking probation from where I'm looking at it really work out to be. And it's just a goddamn nightmare. Um, you can't do the time, don't do the crime, I guess, right? That's just what the fuck it is. Stupid. Fucking stupid. There's some douchebag fucking getting nosy in terms of a neighbor. Motherfucker. Yeah. Or you just go, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go out and buy a bag of weed and just to do my time in jail and fucking get out and be done with it and just fucking be a better criminal when I get out. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, there are some. I was always trying to be somewhere in that comfortable medium on the higher side of this other spectrum. Yeah, obviously, it's not. I just personally, I can't stand the fucking stupid repetitive conversations of the same goddamn thing over. Oh, meth, heroin, crack. This is how you do that. Like, shut the hell up, fucking stupid motherfuckers. I don't need to deal with your bipolar, schizophrenic, manic depressive ass. Look, I got my own goddamn problems that will not get worked out from here, and there ain't gonna be a goddamn thing to help me with those functions, and only sitting in isolation with just about zero resources for the fucking functions. Really a great psychological booster, I'll tell you what. Fucking great. I got a TV, I got a pet snake, pet dog, a little heater. And that's it. No PlayStation, no computer. I got the cell phone, but hey, you all know the same games I know that are on the App Store. It's not worth your time and energy. I do got YouTube, but that's about what I use it for, is quantum mechanics, general relativity, fucking maybe an occasional botany, or not botany, um, biology function, watching somebody do their animal feedings and things like that, their snakes and tarantulas and shit like that. I'm into that. It's kind of a nice way to burn 5 minutes. That when you make the decision, like, I'm not going to watch quantum mechanics anymore or anything like that, because it's not going to get me any fucking farther in life than other just basically studying it, and that just separates you more and more from the fucking herd to begin with. You can't practically use it in a work site or anything like that. What the fuck's the point in it? Every woman in the 10-mile or in a 100-mile radius has got fucking my age, has got 3 kids, fucking all blown out on heroin and meth. And either that or they're fucking elite status, which, when you're in jail without fucking work and don't have any resources and have a single bed and living with your parents, house that's really not the best of conditions, yeah, you're gonna go far, kid, I'll tell you what. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, if somebody's out there, you got more better notes. Don't give up. Always stay positive. Great. You can go ahead and say that to me, but I'm gonna tell you, bring in some physics or shut the hell up. Help me process up the numbers the way I'm not processing them, and tell me to go work at this place, something that really is gonna help. I don't need bullshit, stupid. If it's a good, solid hookup, I'll fucking do it. I don't care. I'm not particular. It's work. General labor is general relativity to me. It really doesn't make a damn bit of difference. It's work. But otherwise, don't.